Hey champ, welcome back to Prosperity Tutoring. Today we're diving into some awesome math concepts that'll help you shine in your classes. We're going to break it down step by step and make it super easy to understand. So grab a paper, a pencil, and a calculator, and let's get started. Okay, so in this video we're going to deal with mixed numbers and improper fractions. First we're going to take an improper fraction, whereas the numerator is greater than the denominator. This is just an example. And then we're going to convert that into a mixed number. And then after we do that, we're going to take a mixed number and then convert it into an improper fraction. So let's start with the improper fraction. The reason I wanted to start with the improper fraction is because I wanted to show you I wanted to emphasize the importance on converting it, and converting it involves division. That's right. So with division, you have three main items you need to focus on. Well, the answer is going to be at the very top. This is longhand division. The answer is at the very top, which is called a quotient. It's called a quotient. And then the answer, well, not the answer, the problem, the question outside of that is going to be the divisor. And inside the box is going to be the dividend. I want you to take a second to pause the screen and remember these names, because these are names we don't typically use at the dinner table, but concerning division, we're going to use them all the time. So go ahead and pause. All right. Now, let's start from the top. Where are we going to put the divisor and where are we going to put the dividend in order to figure out the quotient, right? Denominator will go on the outside and the numerator will go on the inside. So if it helps, I want you to repeat after me. The numerator on the inside, the denominator on the outside. So let's put that numerator on the inside and let's put the denominator on the outside. And let's begin our division. Let's look at the number 1 in 11. Can 4 go into 1? So let's try 4 into 11. Well, how many times can 4 multiply into 11? What is the greatest common factor between 4 and 11? 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 3 is 12. Well, 12 is too high, right? So look, we got to go back down to 4 times 2. So the 2 is going to go into the quotient. Remember what that's called? The quotient. 2 is going to go into the quotient. And then we're going to put what is called a point or a decimal. Remember that word, you're going to hear it a lot. We're going to put a decimal to indicate the remainder. The remainder is going to be the leftover number remaining after we do our division. So let's see, where's the remainder going to be? Well, the greatest common factor between 4 and 11 is 2. So we're going to take the 4 and multiply it by the 2 in order to get 8. And we're going to put the 8 below the 11. And then we're going to subtract. 11 minus 8 is 3. So is 3 the remainder? No, we have to repeat the process. So in the quotient, we need to figure out how many times can 4 go into 3. Well, first of all, can 4 go into 3 at all? Nope. So we need to create an imaginary 0 and put it next to the 3 and turn it into a 30. And now we can begin our division. Well, how many times can 4 go into 30? Well, for the sake of time, 4 can go, the greatest factor between 4 and 30 is 7. So we're going to put 7 in the remainder. 7 times 4 is 28. And then we subtract again. 30 minus 28 is 2. Now, of course, once again, 4 can't go into 2. So what do we need to do again? Bring down an imaginary 0 and turn that 2 into a 20. And now we can begin dividing again. Well, how many times can 4 go into 20? 4 can go into 20 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. And then we subtract again, and 20 minus 20 equals 0. And now we're done. We found our quotient, 2.75. But 2.75 isn't a mixed number. We need to change it into a mixed number, right? So let's take 2.75 and let's remember our number places. The first place after the decimal is the tenths place. Remember, say tenths with a TH at the end. And the second place after the decimal is the hundredths place with a TH at the end. So when you have 2.75, you also have 2 and 75 hundredths. Now let's simplify, because 75 hundredths can be simplified. Well, what is the greatest common factor between 75 and 100? For the sake of time, let's try 25. So we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 25. Well, what is 75 divided by 25? 75 divided by 25 is 3. And what is 100 divided by 25? Well, 100 cents make $1, right? And 25 cents make a quarter. 4 quarters make $1. So 100 divided by 25 is 4. And so our new quotient in mixed number form is now 2 and 3/4. And so 11/4, an improper fraction as converted into a mixed number, is 2 and 3/4. Now let's flip it the other way around. What if I gave you a mixed number and not an improper fraction? How would you turn a mixed number into an improper fraction? So let's take 2 and 3/4. How do we change that into an improper fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator? We're going to take the denominator of the mixed number, which is 4, and then we're going to multiply it by the whole number. And then we're going to take that answer and add it to the numerator. So let's make it make sense. Let's make it work. So we're going to take the 4 and multiply it by the 2. We're going to take that 4 and multiply it by the 2, which is going to give us 8. And then we're going to take that 8 and add it to 3, which is going to give us 11. Now here's the key. We're going to put that 11 in the numerator. We're going to put that 11 in the numerator. However, we're going to keep that same denominator. We're going to keep that same denominator. And so we just converted a mixed number into an improper fraction. Now let's make it make sense. How does 2 and 3/4 become 11/4? Well, let's look at it like a pizza. You have 2 whole pizzas, and then you have 3/4 of a pizza, right? 2 whole pizzas and 3/4 of a pizza. Now let's take our knife and split that pizza up into quarters. So we're going to split it in half and then split it in half again, split it in half, split it in half again. And then we're going to split it in half. Well, we're going to just simply cut it in quarters, that last slice, and cut that in quarters. And now let's count up all of the slices. We have 2 slices, 2 whole pizzas, and 3/4 of a pizza, right? 2 and 3/4, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 11 quarters or 11/4.
That's a wrap, champ. Hope you got something out of it. Keep practicing, ask questions, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Failure is education. Success is graduation. If this video was helpful to you, give it a like. If you know someone who could use this video, share it with them. If you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to cover next. If you'd like a virtual tutoring session, scan the QR code above or visit prosperunlimited.com/tutoring.
Become a member of the Bard Society, the book club of Prosperity U LLC. Our stories come alive with wealth, inspiration, and positivity. The mission of Prosperity U LLC. Explore our vast categories like self-help, dating, romance murder mystery, and sci-fi action thrillers. Visit prosperunlimited.com and click on books. Become a member, become Prosperity.
Join Kev Prosper as he beats up the bad guys, slays the dragon, and saves the princess. Prosperity Gaming is the new channel of Prosperity U LLC. Watch, follow, subscribe to Prosperity Gaming with Kev Prosper.
Be sure to shop Amazon with Prosperity U LLC. Link in the description.
P. Do that freaky jam on the beat. Busy with that butter shit, that bone beat. Did you dip it, did you double did that song sing. Flicky, flicky with some butter, sip that song sing. If you cheeky cheddar check, I get her own cheese. It's a chicken with that head or it's a bitch that won't be with the official with that whole skis. Like these CDs had to wish that with that long
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. That don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks